Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, leaders, influencers, and guests who are on this call. I hope you guys are good and feeling great during this season. Welcome to our presentation, our pharmacy presentation. My name is Nthati. I'm going to share a little bit about myself, but I want you to know, Techno, please don't write on my board. I want you to know that the person who invited you here truly cares about you, and the information that you're going to get to hear or see today is 100% correct and concise. So that is what today is all about. I just wanted to erase that. That is what today is all about. You're going to hear about a company called Farmasi. It is a nutrition, skincare, and makeup company from Turkey. All right. This is all the way from Turkey. And so that is one of the exciting things. Like I said, my name is Nthati Meso. I am based in Johannesburg, South Africa. I have over 9 years experience in the network marketing industry. By profession, I am an architect. I practiced many years ago. I worked for one of the largest architectural companies on the continent and have a master's degree in architecture. I've built an organization in network marketing of over 20,000 customers and over 11,000 distributors, and have helped many people do the same, and some people earn seven figures in the industry as well. So that is just a little bit about my background. So I got started with pharmacy on the 1st of June 2026. So that's a few weeks ago. And it has been an incredible ride, knowing that we just got started, but things are really looking good. And yes, there are challenges, and yes, there's this and that, but we are truly working through everything, and it's just a great environment for people that are looking for a forever home in this industry. And so here are just some of the reasons why I got started. Number one is I was looking at the trust element, and the trust not necessarily being you trust the people because we don't really know them, right? But from where I come from, I really wanted an old company. I wanted a company that has been around for over years and years and years, that's tried and tested, but not saturated on the African continent yet. So I got a hold of Farmasi, and I learned that it's a company that's been around for over 70 years. It's just that in Africa, it had nobody, right? And so I looked at it, I was like, how does this company have over 7 million people around the world? But in Africa, no one is doing it. This is the perfect opportunity for me because we can then pioneer the African market. Okay, so it's already been tried and tested somewhere else, it's trusted somewhere else. 7 million people have said yes to it. That's a record breaking number for our industry. 7 million people have already said yes to it. What more would an extra 5 million from Africa do, right? So I looked at it like that, ground floor opportunity, but it has that trust element from many years ago. And so the second thing I looked at is I looked at the product, and not necessarily the type of products they, not necessarily the products they had, but the variety in the products. So in my previous network marketing company, I was selling weight loss products, and weight loss is a big market. It's a multiple billion rand market, okay? But when someone loses weight and they finish losing the weight, guess what happens? They are not no longer going to need the products. And so I needed everyday essential products, products that people use on an everyday basis, whether they are losing weight or not, whether they need it for their skin or whether they need it for something else. So I looked at the variety, meaning that I can service many types of people, because a lot of people will come to me and say, I'm not looking to lose weight. But at Farmasi, we do have some weight loss supplements and fitness supplements. But if you're not that girl, there's also skincare, right? If you care about your skin. And if you're not a skincare person, there's also makeup, if you care about makeup. And if you're not a makeup person, there's also self-care products, like body washes, shower gels, and all of that. So there's everything for everyone. These are your everyday essentials. And that stood out for me because I needed to make sure that I have everyday money. Okay. And then the last thing that I looked at is I looked at the opportunity. The opportunity was, how do people make money at Farmasi? What stood out for me the most was that Farmasi was very positively impacting people who are getting started in the industry. So you don't even need to be a veteran in the industry, to such an extent that the top people in this business are people that have never done network marketing before. Okay, so that stood out for me. And so the people at like who are getting started can make money from the high retail profits, but then the people who are builders like myself, I love building. I'm in meetings every day. I like meeting new people. I was having lunch with new people today. That's just what I do. I like doing that, but I know it's not for everyone. And so people like me still earn, but people who are like, Mina, I just want to sell, they also still earn. All right. So the opportunity stood out for me quite a big deal. And then I looked at, then the pharmacy was founded by a man called Dr. C. Tuna. He was a pharmacist back in the 40s in Turkey. Okay, he was a pharmacist, one of the first pharmacists in Turkey. And the nice thing about him, he not only formulated products, but he also made and sourced his own ingredients. And that's a legacy that he's kept going in this business. So this company is currently being run by his grandchildren, who are incredible, by the way, and they are like in their 30s. They are the reason why pharmacy has become youthful and fun. They're doing high rocks challenges and all that stuff, but it's being run by these gentlemen, and this is a legacy business. So I know that there's great succession plans for it. Okay, I always think to myself, if God forbid anything happens to CEOs of companies, what happens to the companies? All right, but I know with pharmacy, I mean, the gentleman passed away. He passed it on to his sons, who are now retired, who've passed it down to their great grandchildren. So there's a great succession plan in this family. And clearly, they're all trained to run the family business, and they're doing an exceptional job at it, because pharmacy is now number one direct selling company in Turkey and number 11 worldwide. All right. It's got over 70 years of quality and innovation, with over 7 million pharmacy influencers worldwide and a presence in 40 countries. So for me, this is a legacy company that is truly here to stay, because they make sure that the family is well trained to run this company. Not only that, they are home to one of the biggest cosmetics and supplement manufacturing facility in Turkey, as well as in Miami. All right, as well as in Miami, you've got something called Farmacity. It's a whole city, ladies and gentlemen, with over 500,000 square meters in manufacturing facilities, and they produce everything. They produce the ingredients, they produce the products, and my favorite part is they have a scientific research and development lab. If you're a geek like me, I'm a geek, I'm a nerd. I love the fact that they have a whole unit that studies new patterns, new trends, and develops products, and they don't test them on animals, which is also a big thing, right? They don't test these products on animals. They do a whole R&D development phase, which is a marketer's dream. Okay, and so they do everything from their packaging in-house, alles. So the great thing about that is that you know that the products are not going to be astronomically expensive, because they develop everything in-house. So this is a quality business, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a photo of Farmacity. Okay, this is the center in Miami. If you look to your left, you've got the Farmacity Hotel, which is a hotel for influencers that visit out of town. I can't wait to go there. And this place is so big. It probably looks so small, but it's so big that the one time a customer order got lost, and it was on the other side of this building, and they took all day to bring it to the right side, because it's just not like easily walkable. Okay, so that is how big Farmacity is. So our products, over 70 years of quality and innovation, affordable luxury. There are new products that launch every single month. We have over 500 products, and these are everyday essential products. I always say, if you think about it, my goal is to make sure that 1,000 families in the next year switch from Discount to pharmacy, from clicks to pharmacy. That is my goal, okay? Because everything that they get at Discount, they can get it at pharmacy. So we have something different to offer to every single customer. I'm going to speak a little bit about the products that we are pioneering in the South African market. And I'll also tell you, just give me a sec. My tripod stand fell. Okay. I'll also tell you what I would recommend if I was getting started or getting started again. The first product we have is the Eluglow. Now, I love this Eluglow so much. Why do I love this? For someone who prioritizes gut health and thinks that gut health is very important, this product is going to support you to go to the bathroom. Okay? To go to the bathroom. It's not normal that you don't go to the bathroom every day. It's not normal that your system isn't flushed out. It's not normal that your body doesn't work on a cellular level. It's not normal. So don't normalize it. Okay? So it regulates digestion in your gut and produces good gut bacteria. All right. So it works as that. And it can also help stabilize your cholesterol, blood sugar. So the Eluglow, ladies and gentlemen, is designed as something that is your everyday consumable and not going to affect other areas like your kidneys. Everyday consumable that helps your body really work at its premium best. All right. The next product here is what we call the Recharge. So the Recharge is not an energy drink like your energy drinks like Red Bull. It is designed to help your daily performance and vitality. So it's designed for you to stay not sleeping in the office, for you to stay mindful throughout the day. So it's not designed to give you a kick, it's not a high like a caffeine. It's designed to stabilize your energy levels. So that is what the Recharge is for. It's got no artificial sweet, no artificial sugar, and then you can have 35 sachets. You have 35 sachets in this box that when you purchase the products, and then you can drink one a day. Some of our leaders have two because they feel like they need that extra thing. So with the Eluglow, it is 1.5 tablespoons that you mix in 100 milliliters of water. Okay, I take two just because I need that extra boost for Eluglow. Now, here is a product I want to talk about. This is our flagship product. It is a product that South Africans are eating up, and South Africans are using it for everything. Yonke into, alles, dilo kaofela. I call it the makhona tsohle, the zifo zonke, the it can alles do. Ne? So this product here, if you think of anything, just apply it. If you have a headache, apply it. If you have a back pain, apply it. My child just had cramps now coming out of the bath. I just rubbed her leg. We've had stories of people saying they had migraines, they're gone. People saying, and South African people, not strangers, South African people saying, my child had an allergy and was swelling up. I rubbed paprika gel on the sole on them, and the swelling went down immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big money maker because it solves a lot of problems, and we have a business case here. So it helps eliminate stress and aids in relaxation. Okay, let me tell you, take a shower at night, put on paprika gel in some of your key areas, and drink some tea, some chamomile tea. The sleep you're going to sleep is going to be next level. Even if you have a lot of problems in life, you will sleep. Okay, it helps relieve fatigue and tension in your body. It helps you when you're feeling revitalized. Now, the big part that is making a lot of people go crazy is it reduces inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it also helps with your cellulite. It helps with weight loss. Like if you feel like your stomach is too swollen, you can massage that stomach with the paprika gel and it will go down. Okay, so we've got all these benefits. Another thing, if you pair it with the Eluglow and you rub it on your stomach and you're suffering from constipation, that fire, that heat in the chilies is going to take you to the bathroom. All right, so I can speak all day about the paprika gel, and if I were you, I would get started fully on all the products, but I would buy a lot of the paprika gel. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. The next products that we have, which we also are having testimonies from, is our skincare range, which I love. This skincare range is the Lumi Bright Radiance. So at Farmasi, there are so many skin ranges, but we were looking at the African market and what we think African people value the most. And from my research and from my observation, I think a lot of people in Africa like to glow. Okay, they like looking youthful, glowy skin. So we were looking for something that's going to promote that radiance. Okay, so it reduces visibility of dark spots. It helps balance out your uneven skin tone, and it's not designed to bleach you, but it's designed to brighten you. Meaning that if you're a dark dinty like myself, you are just gonna be a glowing dark dinty. Okay, a beautiful dark dinty. And so that is what's going to happen. You're not gonna be a light skinned person, you're just gonna be a beautiful dark skinned person. So these are the products that we are flying the market with, flying high. And if you look at these starter kits, I mean, just the whole product range for the products and the paprika gel, just for yourself, 726 as a customer. These are customers. You are coming here, you're like, you know what, I want to be a customer. Check that out, 726. Let me tell you for something for free. My budget for skincare before Farmasi was 1,200 to 1,500 every single month. Okay, so we are competing with your disc games here. We are competing with your clicks, and these are premium products sourced with the best materials and ingredients. And so you have high value products. Look at this wellness kit. Okay, the wellness kit, 1,147, 1.150. All right. If you are someone who parties, that's not even one bottle at a club. Okay, so these are prices for your wellness that you can do. And then you've got your starter kit as well, which is 2,296 for all 6 products, just for you to get started and try these products. All right. So this is for someone who says, I just want to be a customer. Now, how do we get paid? Let's now talk about money. Please drop dollars, 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 dollars in the chat section. I want to see dollars, and I also want to see that you guys are still here with me. Are you still here with me? I know I've been talking nonstop. All right, nurse has given. Hello, hello. Okay, I see some dollars, Mimi. I see some dollars. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about money. And before I speak about money, I'm going to speak about what network marketing is. And network marketing is why you're here. Okay, Gwen, please don't write on my board. Thank you. Network marketing is the reason you are here today. All right. So, how does it work? Network marketing works in the same way that you would have a retail store like Clicks. Okay. A sec. Okay. You would have a retail store like Clicks. And at Clicks, how they distribute their products is through the retail model. Now, Farmasi products will never be found at Clicks. They'll never be found at Discount. They're going to be found in the hands of ordinary South Africans or ordinary Africans like you and me. That's where you will find the Farmasi products. They are being distributed through our human networks, through our people, through our friends, through our families. That is the concept of network marketing. And so when the company says, well done, Nthati, for selling these products, for helping other people build their distribution networks, you get compensated for it. And that's why we call it a compensation plan. Okay. So you're going to get compensated for building a network of other people just like you. And then you're also going to be compensated for selling the Farmasi products and spreading your network and okay. But plan is, and that is what a network marketing company is. 2 things that you should look at. Number one, we earn 10 ways, but before I even mention that, we earn in dollars. Now, we earn in US dollars because I believe that you need a foreign currency in your investment somewhere. You need to be earning in more than just South African rands, okay? The rand is weak, the pula is stronger than the rand, but still, I need us to have currencies that compete with the euro, okay? So knowing that I earn in dollars really changes my mindset. I get excited. We get paid every single month just before the 10th of each month. Okay, so that is the thing. And then the last thing I want to mention is that a big part of the compensation plan is that you need to be earning at least 10% in commissions in a company. So if you know a comp plan is good, I used to be in a comp plan where we were earning 3%, and I was like, no ways. There's no ways that I made 100,000 rands in sales, but I'm taking home 3,000 rands. That's just unfair. That's just unfair. And so I believe in a 10% comp plan, and Farmasi has stood true to its word with that. Okay. And so, with that being said, we have 10 ways that we get paid in Farmasi. But 4 of these ways, ladies and gentlemen, are really just a give back program. Okay. Farmasi has one of the best retention games in the world, meaning that they want to keep people happy and they want to keep people here. They do it in 2 ways. One is through the product program, and 2 is through the travel program that you're going to get to hear about later. So this way of getting paid with the product program, they incentivize the people that are selling the most. If you are selling at Farmasi, you're going to get free products every month. Every time you buy, you're going to qualify for gift cards. You're going to qualify for bonuses. You're going to qualify for incentive points. So when you are placing an order for 5,000 rands, you can even find that 2,000 rands is taken away because of your gift cards. So every time you shop, they give you more rewards for shopping. Doesn't that encourage you to keep buying stock and selling it, retailing, etc.? Okay, so it's got such a beautiful program. A friend of mine 2 weeks ago had stock for about 7,200, but she only ended up paying like 3.4, okay, because of gift cards that she had and incentive points as well. So those are the first 4 ways that we get paid, as well as your personal volume bonus. What is your personal volume bonus? The company says when you get started in the business, you start at 3%, all the way up to 25%. I'm at 25%, and that means that I have over 5,000 PVs in my group volume. So because I qualify for 25%, whatever I order at Farmasi, they're gonna give me back 25% in cash. Okay, so I'm gonna purchase products for 10,000 rands. I'm gonna make 2,500 rands back. That's the first way that we get paid real money in the company. You get paid for the order that you just placed. You get paid back commission. So if you're on 15%, you'll get paid 15%. If you're on 3%, you'll get paid 3%, and so on. All right. But let's talk about cash money and how you make the rest of the money. The first way is what we call a retail commission. Retail commission is simple. Because we are not based in the US and we're a new company, I'm only going to focus on cash in hand. Okay. Cash in hand is what I call now money. It's money that can solve your problems right now. So let's use the paprika gel as a reference. And that's why I wanted to mention that this is a product you should be really focusing on for retail purposes. You get started, you buy the paprika gel, it's 130 Rand. You go out and you sell it, you're going to sell it for 350 Rand market value. And that means that you would have made a profit of 220 Rands. Ladies and gentlemen, 220 rands might not be a lot, okay? But if you have 220 times 10, that means in 1 week of selling 10 paprika gels, you have made 2,200 rand. Now, people are like, where am I going to find people? Do you know someone who has a headache? Do you know someone who has cellulite? Do you know someone who has menstrual cramps? Do you know someone who has inflammation? Do you know someone who has back pains? Ask yourself all these questions, and that's where you'll find your customers, okay? So we have a strong business case, all right? So, guys, please don't write on my board. It makes me very sad, okay? Let me sleep. Okay, all right? Let me erase that. Thank you. All right, so we have a very strong business case. It's 220 Rand profit. Now imagine you sell 40 in a month, just 40 in a month, you have made 8,800 Rand, okay? That is powerful. What can an extra 8.8 do for you and your household, right? It's petrol, it's school fees, it's groceries, it's insurances, it's subscriptions. I was telling my friend, oh my gosh, there's so many subscriptions every other day that are popping off on my account. It's so many things that you are capable of paying with just your retail money. All right. So 8.8, 4.4, 2.2, even 1.1, man. It's quite a lot of money, all right? That's what I spent today on water. So it's so important for you to know that you've got these options when you go out onto the streets and sell. Now, let's talk about people that want to start introducing people into the business, okay? So we have something called a group bonus. A group bonus focuses on the people that you signed up in the business, all right? It focuses on the people that you signed up in the business who said yes to this opportunity. So let us break it down. Every time you get started in the business, you are going to get started at zero. And then when you move up in 200 PVs, personal volume and group volume, you are now at 3%. The goal in the company when you get started is to move from 3 to 25. That's your monthly goal, okay? Because we've got a month to build the business. So it's 3, 6, you jump to 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22, and 25. Now, how do you get there? You get there when people are joining your team, when your people's people are signing up people, when people are purchasing more orders. That is what happens when you get to your 25%. Okay, so I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm 25%. So what that means is that if I have someone who is at 3%, I'm going to earn 25 minus 3, which is going to be 22% of their personal order. Okay, this is someone I signed up, someone I know. The next person of mine maybe is at 15%, and maybe they made a purchase of, I don't know, 200, 300 points. I'm going to earn 25 minus 15, which is 10% of 300 dollars. Okay, so that means that I'm gonna earn 30 US dollars from that person's purchase. So it goes on and on and on, and it's determined by how many people you have signed up in your first level. This is a group bonus. It's unlimited, meaning you can sign up 1,000 people and you will be, and if you are at 25%, you would be earning 25 minus this. Now, it doesn't only kick in at 25%. Let's say you are at 12% and your people are at 3%, 6%, you would earn 12% minus 3. You know what I mean? 6%, 12% minus 6%. So you'll earn 6% of whatever their volume is. The nice thing about it, if this person decides to order 5 times in a month, you are going to get paid the percentage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they do it every month, you are going to be paid every single time they order. Okay, so this is a group bonus. Now, a leadership bonus is now when you are building the business and you are helping other people to get to 25%. So I'm at 25%. Two of the leaders are very close to 25%. I should be celebrating them tonight if they're on the call. Hint, hint. Okay. So they are very close to 25%. So what happens when you start getting leaders? Leaders are usually people from 18% and above. So 18, 22, 25, those are your leaders. So when it gets to 18, the company looks at it and says, Nthati, COD is at 18%. So you cannot minus 25%, 25 minus 18 is too small. It's only 7% that you'll be earning from COD. So what we are going to do is, because COD has reached this 18%, we are going to open up her levels, her people, so you can start earning from her team, generation 1 to 7. Okay, so now COD, Mbali is in generation 1 of COD, so I now earn 4% from Umbali. Umbali is a 12% leader, so her order is quite high as well. Okay, so you start earning from Mbali. Now, let's say COD signed up 10 people. That would be her generation 1. I earn from her generation 1. Now, those 10 people, they go on and they sign up 10 more people. It means that from her generation 2, I will have 100 people that I'm getting percentages from. And then those 100 people, they go out and they sign up 10 people. That means in her generation 3, I will have 1,000 people's orders that I'm earning from. It goes down, it can be 10,000, 100,000, all the way down, 7 levels deep, ladies and gentlemen. And you unlock more levels from level 4 to 7, the higher you go up in the compensation plan. I think it's generous. I think it's great. And what does it do? It builds a culture where not only do I have to work with my people, but I have to work with their people. Because if their people win, I win as well. Okay, so it's a culture that breeds teamwork, which is really good. So that is the leadership bonus. Now, the cash bonus, hands down, my favorite thing in the world. I just can't wait. I'm just like waiting here with bated breath for hours to kick in. So we have what you call a rank up bonus. In other companies, it's like a bonus for going to the next level. Okay, when I used to work in corporate, I had a very nice job, and you go from manager to associate director or associate, and then from associate to associate director and then director. But obviously, we know not everyone got to director. When you went from manager, senior manager to associate, ladies and gentlemen, the payment increase was like a 7%, right? You've worked so hard, and the payment increase is really small. And not to say there's anything wrong with corporate. I love it. Please stay in corporate. I need people in corporate to buy stock, okay, to buy products. So we love corporate. But that increase for me was never satisfying. Even the annual increase was never satisfying. And so you get to pharmacy, and you now are building a team. Okay, we're building every day. If I'm not here, I'm in a meeting. If I'm not in a meeting, I'm on a TikTok. If I'm not in a TikTok, I'm chatting to people on WhatsApp. We do this business every day. Okay, and you're gonna go to director because now you're getting traction. People are starting to notice what you're doing. They want to get started. Okay, when you get to director, the company is going to give you $1,000, but they're not going to give it to you immediately, right? They're going to say, Nthati, do director month one, done. Do director month two, month three, you do it again, we're going to give you your $1,000. It doesn't mean you don't get paid on your group bonuses and your other ways of getting paid and your leadership bonuses. You still get paid on those ways, but you are now waiting to get your bonus at the end of the 3 months. I love this because now it forces a culture where we have to work every month. You can't just decide to hit a rank and nap, okay? We have to build every month and help other people achieve the same levels. This compensation plan is driven on other people winning with you. You can't win alone, okay? No matter how many points you have. Now, the next rank is bronze. Basically, it's the same thing except that you have to help one person get to director. So that's another $1,000. The next rank is golden. It's the same. It's 10,000 points, but then you have to help two people get to director. So now leaders, I'm a golden director. I did it in the month of June. So this month we requalify for golden. Next month we requalify for golden. At the end of August, I'll get paid $4,000. Okay, above and beyond all the other ways of getting paid, as well as a $350 bonus. What's this monthly car bonus? So that means that at the end of August, it's gonna be 4,350. I don't know how much that is in rands. If someone has a calculator up, but that is fantastic. This will only be 3 months in the business, and the nice thing is you can compound your ranks, meaning that you don't have to wait for 1 month to hit director and next month to hit bronze. You can do all of them in the same month, all the way, if you have the leg room, okay, if you have the people signing up, the people who are becoming directors. Now, the nice thing is the maximum in bonuses that we earn at pharmacy is 16 million rands. Okay, 16 million rands, leaders. Like, I look at it and sometimes like, oh, it's not a lot of money, it's a lot, right? Even if you did it in 2 years, that's 8 million rands a year. You can buy properties, you can buy investment companies, you can invest in companies, you can buy stocks, shares, so much that you can do with that money, okay? And that's just in cash bonuses. It's like a bonus for saying, well done, celebrate you, we are done, okay? You're still earning your leadership bonuses, you're still earning your group bonuses, you're still earning your personal volume bonus. Now, the monthly car bonus, you can earn month after month after month after month. So obviously the goal is executive boss director. At executive boss, you are earning $700 in monthly car bonuses. I mean, by the time you are executive boss, $700 is really ice cream money for your kids' school. Né? It's really just money to donate to the school at that point, because like the checks that we've seen from people at executive boss level are insane. All right. So you want to make sure that you aim for executive boss director. The next way that we get paid is another retention model, which is the traveling. So many of us travel the world. I love traveling, and I've never been impressed with other companies' travel incentives. Not because I don't want to see more of the world, but because most times I've been to those places. However, at Farmasi, they have 5 to 6 travels a year. 5 to 6. It's great for team building. It's great to just travel with your team. Okay. So the first one you do is Leadership Academy. It's either in Turkey or Miami. You qualify for it as a bronze director. I hit bronze. So once I hit it for 3 months, I'll qualify for the Leadership Academy next year. Then you've got the trip to Turkey. Coach Stoby was just talking about it now. And she was just saying, she's got 20 people that are going for this at Golden Director. We missed it for this year, but we're going to qualify for next year's trip. Golden, and by that time, we'll be far, far, far in the comp plan. And then you've got the convention experience that you unlock at platinum level. So platinum director, you go to a convention. It could be in Miami, it could be in Turkey. It's in Miami this year. But then also Mexico, there was a convention earlier this year in Mexico. And then when you get to Emerald Director, you qualify for a European destination. They're going to Vienna in August and just traveling a lot in August. And then in a diamond, the top, the Gabadias of the Complan, they qualify for a luxury tropical getaway. This year they went to the Maldives. I was like, come on, Farmasi, come on. So they went to the Maldives. Next year, I don't know where they're going, but I am like, we have to qualify more than one of us, more than two of us. We just have to look cute somewhere around the world next year. So those are some of the how the travels in the company. Okay, so how do you get started in the business? You are going to choose a pack, choose a product. All right, so let me just go here. You're going to choose a product. It's usually $20 to get started, which is 420 Rand. But today it is $7, which is around 130 Rand. But when you get started with that 130, it doesn't mean you are a member in the business. It means you are a customer and you have access to 50% of the website. Then you have to go and purchase products. To be an active member that's earning money, your products are going to start from 2.5 to 3,900 Rand. Okay, so the person who invited you will be able to show you which products can build up to that amount. So that's the minimum. If you want to just try out the products, these are the customer prices that you can get started with, just to try out the products. But to be a member in the business, you are going to be needing from 2.5 to 4,000 rands to get started in the business. All right. So I want to say, get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you're ready to say yes to Farmasi, because if not Farmasi, then what? What are you going to do in these economic times? Every single time I blink, money is leaving my account or I have to spend money for something. Okay. So in these times, you definitely need to have an extra income and make sure it's in dollars. All right. And if not now, then when? We just got started less than 8 weeks ago. We already have people in the first month that have earned, like I said, actually, let me show you. Let me not even tell you. Let me show you. I forgot that I had it. All right. These are just some of the checks that have been in the month of June. And let me tell you, my check is not there. One of my leaders' checks is not there. And I think she had just under $1,000 as well. And, we had many more people at $100, $90. And, people earning 36,000 Rands, people earning 7,000 Rands, people earning 6,000 Rands in the first month in a business is so fantastic. And the nice thing is this is month 2 and the checks are right up there as well. All right. So it shows me that this is a very fair compensation plan. So please get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you are ready to stop being average, to living the life of your dreams, to traveling the world with us. Make sure you have a passport next year. I do not want to hear any stories about passports and not having one. You are ready to travel and make money in dollars. I can't wait to welcome you into our organization. We have just the right systems for you, the right leadership, the right training. I don't promise you an easy time. It is going to be challenging. There are setbacks, but it's going to be worth it. Until we talk again, God bless, good night, and see you at the top.